The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This game was like we thought it was going to be. Bowie State has a great football team. They're well coached. They have great athletes on both sides of the ball in the kicking game. And it was a battle from the get-go. We made some mistakes early that I appreciate these guys overcoming. That was the head coach mistakes that we made. And I appreciate them hanging in there till we could get it corrected. But our kids did, and our kids played with great heart. We knew coming in here that trying to keep up with the quarterback and rushing the football and scrambling with it was going to be a problem. And he's a great athlete, very effective. We finally found a way to tackle him a few times. On defense, those guys got great movement and great coverage players, and we found a way just to keep working. And I'm very, very proud of our guys on defense and offense in the kicking game about their heart. That their heart grew bigger today because I believe they believed better, and I think they were improving in their trust. I know they trusted each other. I watched them interact on the sideline when times were good and times weren't good, and very, very proud of them. I'm proud of this football team and the way they've reacted.
Questions for Coach or the players?
Coach, this was an offense, I think, that was averaging 42 points a game. Your defense held them to 7 points today.
Absolutely, and you know, those kids they've got on offense over there, just like the kids they got on defense, those are very talented young men, and they can make a big play at any time. I think our defensive staff and our kids on defense worked hard and tried hard to keep him corralled. So, you know, it's a game that you get into 28 football teams out of 169 or whatever, and everybody's a good football team. And I think one of the keys today, you know, we didn't turn the ball over. I think that was a key. We didn't put ourselves in the hole or put our defense in the hole, and made them work hard for what they got. And you know, it was just a great football game between two teams that are very talented and got kids with great heart that refuse to give up on both sides, both teams. And we're fortunate to win that game and excited to be representing our conference.
To Dee, I guess.
Can you identify yourself, please, and your affiliation?
I'm John Evans with the Baltimore Sun, Naples Capital. Defense came up, I think they had 2 interceptions, obviously the goal line stand, and they missed 1 field goal. So they had 4 times where I think they were inside the 30-yard line, and you kept them from scoring. Just talk a little bit about, you know, the mental toughness and all that goes into having a team knock at your door that many times and not letting them score.
Well, what we go by, as a football team knows, is trust. So we just put the trust in our defense, and when times get gritty like that, we know that we can stand strong because we've done it time and time again, and we know that we need to give the ball back to the offense and do what we need to do for the offense because we work together and work back and forth. And yes, sir, that's pretty much it.
Questions?
Rondrow, 3.5 tackles for loss. You follow up a great performance against Tusculum with similar numbers. What was the key second half, especially to getting pressure on Jerome Johnson?
Just putting a spy on him and just hitting our gaps, filling our gaps on blitzes. Really, he's very slippery. He can get out of anything. But what we did that we didn't do first half was just come and spy and just sending a lot of blitzes on him. Confusing him.
Brad Wins, BSU TV. This question is for just all you guys in general. During the first half, there were a couple of occasions where you guys got a couple of turnovers, but weren't able to turn them into points. How did you guys rally around each other, and manage to keep your trust in each other, as you alluded to earlier?
I mean, as an offense, like Coach was saying, you know, we got around and we talked to each other on the sidelines and stuff like that. I mean, we had a little arguments here and there, but that's a part of the brotherhood, and honestly just believing in each other. You know,
Just believing in the process, trusting the process of offense. Like when they weren't scoring, they just came to the sideline and was telling us to believe in them. And we, as a defense, me and Didi had to go out there and tell them like, just keep stopping. We was bending, but we did not break today.
Yes, sir.
Coach, this is Adam Green, Citizen Tribune. It's your first career head coaching playoff game and your first career head coaching playoff victory. What does it mean to you?
It's more about those kids. I'm so happy for them that they, we were at a point a few weeks ago, and we had a tough loss at Lenore Ryan, and we talked in that locker room that, hey, if we'll believe hard enough and we'll keep working hard enough, we can get ourselves to the playoffs. And that came true. And we talked the same thing about this game. You're traveling on the road that distance. You're playing a great football team that's 11-0 and has got playoff experience behind them. And these young men, no one on this football team had ever been to the playoffs before. And that's why I was so excited about them getting here. This is the 26th time that Carson-Newman's been in the playoffs, the first time for these kids. So a great honor, a great opportunity for them to go play football teams that are outstanding in other leagues and things. But just to see them battle back and keep the faith and keep going, just really excited for them.
Braxton, 9 receiving touchdowns for you on the year. That's second most for a single season in school history. Break down what happened on your 63-yarder today.
Well, we knew that they were press bailing, so when we took advantage of it, because I knew I could press his toes and get outside of him and just beat him with speed on the outside, and I just trusted that Thak was going to put the ball in the right spot, and he did, and from there, the rest is history.
I missed what you said. You said you knew he was what?
Press bailing.
Okay.
This question is for the coach. Coach, in the goal line situation early in the first half, when Bowie State got the safety on you guys, what was the call that you had made during that play?
Not one of the better ones in my career, for sure. All right? We should have just kept running the power out of that. We were trying to throw a play-action pass that, we had to settle some guys down, and their front was playing very well and exploding and making plays, and that wasn't the greatest call. All right? Could have had a chance, but it wasn't the greatest call, and you look back on that and you're going, man, I should have done this. We should have probably just kept running the power and the option and kept working with it.
Wimbo, 143 yards on the ground for you and a touchdown. What sticks out to you about the performance today?
Just the line, just trusting in the line, man. They do a great job every week. Just as a whole, just the offense and our defense just gave us the opportunity, and very thankful for that. I'm just looking forward to next week.
Any of you all, of course, being a home team, it's shocking to these guys to think that, first of all, you could come in here and hold them to 9 points, and second of all, that you could beat them. Obviously, you just did. Just talk a little bit about, what's going through your minds now. I mean, obviously, it's no big deal to you guys, and I'm not saying that you're not excited, but just, what's going through your minds right now after, winning the game, in the fashion that you did, shutting them down to 9 points?
We knew we played a sloppy game, but like I said, the defense gave us the opportunity to put the ball in our hands, and just to get a win, that's definitely a blessing. And we want to celebrate this win and just take it day by day from here on.
And
Yeah.
I was gonna say that Coach has been telling us all week to focus, because we knew the type of environment we were gonna come into, and that focus was gonna be key. That we can't get caught up in all of the other things that don't matter. We just control what we can control and do the things that we know we can do, and have the offense back every single drive, knowing that they're gonna eventually get it going, and that's exactly what happened.
Antonio, knowing about your story and how you fought back from the ACL injury, what did it feel like to be able to put your best foot out there for your guys in this game? You know, you were dealing with the injury last year.
Man, it's a great feeling. Like I said, I'm blessed. My doctors did a great job, training staff, just everyone that was behind me the entire journey. Honestly, I didn't think I'd be playing how I am, but just having everybody believe in me, I'm grateful for it. So.
Any more questions?
Mike, can you lend some words? This was a fantastic environment for playoff football. How fun was this to play?
Oh, it was great, and all the people at Bowie State have been first class and have been in everything they've done, and you know they've treated us the right way, and you know it's to go out and play football at that level and compete, and you know compete with it that way. That's a great honor for our kids, a great opportunity for our kids to see what it is to play against championship football.